It's 3 a.m. The house is completely silent. And then your cat loses her mind. She sprints down the hallway at full speed for no visible reason. She knocks something off the counter. She sits on your chest and stares at your face while you sleep. She yowls at a wall. She does all of this every single night with the energy of an animal that has been waiting all day for exactly this moment. You think she's broken. She's not. Every single thing your cat does at 3 a.m. has a reason, a real one. And once you understand what's actually driving each behavior, you'll never look at those midnight sprints the same way again. In this video, we're breaking down 11 things your cat does at 3 a.m. and the real reason behind every single one. The final one on this list is the one most owners never expect. Stay until the end. It will change how you feel about being woken up. But before we start, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat owners who need this. Now, let's get into the secret life of your cat after dark.
Number 11. She runs at full speed for absolutely no reason. You're asleep. Dead silent house. And then, thunder. Pause. Full sprint from one end of the home to the other, a sharp turn, back again, gone. This has a name. Frenetic random activity periods. FRAPs. And they are completely normal. Cats are crepuscular hunters. Their biology is wired for peak activity at dawn and dusk, and the hours surrounding those windows. When your cat hasn't had enough physical activity during the day, that energy doesn't disappear. It builds. And at 3 a.m., when the house is quiet and the stimulation is gone, that stored energy releases. All at once, all at full speed, in your hallway. She's not manic. She's not broken. She's a predator running a system diagnostic. The Zoomies are her body burning off exactly what accumulated while you were busy living your human life. The solution, by the way, is a vigorous play session before bed. Tire her out at 9 p.m. and she'll sleep through till morning. Most owners never make this connection.
Number 10. She sits on your chest and stares at your face. You open one eye at 3 a.m. and she is directly above you. Unblinking, still, watching. It feels unsettling. It is actually one of the most affectionate things she does. Cats are most active at night, and that's when they feel the pull toward the things they love most. Your heartbeat is familiar. Your breathing is rhythmic and calming. Your body warmth is the most comfortable heat source in the home. And your face, particularly your breath, carries the specific scent that your cat has memorized as safety, as belonging, as hers. She's not watching you die. She's not planning anything. She's doing what she does with everything she loves. She's monitoring it, staying close to it, making sure it's still there. You are her territory. And at 3 a.m., when the world is quiet, she comes to check on what matters most. Number 9. She knocks things off surfaces. One paw, deliberate. Eye contact, push. Your phone, your glass of water, that one specific item she knows you care about. Gone. This is not spite. Cats don't feel spite. But they do have a deeply embedded drive to test objects in their environment, to understand what moves, what responds, what is alive versus inert. In the wild, a cat bats at prey before committing to the kill. That same neural pathway fires at 3 a.m. when everything is still and your cat's hunting instincts are at peak activation. There's also a secondary factor. At 3 a.m., when you're asleep and the house is quiet, your cat has lost its primary source of interaction and stimulation. You. Knocking something over produces a result, a sound, a movement. Sometimes you wake up. And a cat who has been waiting all night for something to respond, anything, has just found a remarkably efficient method. She's not doing it to frustrate you. She's doing it because it works.
Number 8. She yowls at nothing. A long, low sound from the hallway. You sit up. Nothing is there. If your cat is young and unspayed or unneutered, this is almost certainly a mating call. The body doesn't observe your sleep schedule. But if your cat is spayed or neutered, and especially if she's older, nighttime yowling carries a more important meaning. It can indicate cognitive dysfunction, a feline condition similar to dementia in humans, where the cat becomes disoriented in the dark and vocalizes out of confusion and anxiety. It can indicate pain, the kind that's easier to ignore during the busy daylight hours, but impossible to push past when everything is still and quiet at night. It can indicate hyperthyroidism, high blood pressure, or hearing loss, all of which are common in older cats, and all of which are treatable. A cat who yowls at night is not being dramatic. She is communicating in the only language available to her. And if it's new behavior that wasn't there 6 months ago, it deserves a veterinary conversation, not a pillow over your ears.
Number 7. She brings you a dead or almost dead animal. You feel something land on the bed at 3 a.m. You reach out. You immediately wish you hadn't. Here's what's actually happening. In the wild, female cats bring prey back to their kittens to teach them how to hunt. Your cat has extended that role to you. She has decided, based on every interaction you've had, that you are part of her family unit, and family members who cannot hunt for themselves need to be fed, taught, and provided for. She is not being disgusting. She is being generous in the most fundamental way she knows how. She caught something, she thought of you, she brought it home. The fact that she drops it directly on your face at 3 a.m. is less a statement about your sleeping habits and more a statement about how much she values your proximity. You are the person she wants to share her success with. The cat equivalent of being woken up to a proud partner telling you about their promotion, except the promotion involves a mouse.
Number 6. She grooms you. You're asleep. A rough tongue begins working on your hair, your eyebrow, your hand. This is allo-grooming, mutual grooming, and it exists exclusively between cats who share a social bond. Cats do not groom strangers. They do not groom animals they feel neutral about. Grooming is an act of declared closeness, and at 3 a.m., when she's at her most awake and most emotionally open, she turns toward the thing she's closest to. You. There's also a practical dimension. Your cat grooms herself constantly throughout the night. When she pauses and redirects that grooming toward you, she is placing you inside her social circle in the most physical, deliberate way possible. She is saying, in the only language her body has, that you belong to her and she belongs to you. Most people push her away half asleep and never realize what they just declined. Number 5. She patrols every room in the house. You hear her, moving from room to room, methodical, unhurried. The kitchen, the bathroom, back down the hallway, the living room. Again. This is territorial patrol, and it is one of the most ancient behaviors in her genetic code. In the wild, a cat's territory must be checked, marked, and defended. Nighttime is when threats move. Nighttime is when the patrol matters most. Your house, to your cat, is her territory, every corner of it. And at 3 a.m., when the human activity that disrupts her patrol during the day has gone quiet, she does what she was built to do. She is not restless. She is not anxious. She is working. Moving through her domain, checking that every space is secure, every scent is familiar, every entry point is uncompromised. She is doing the job she was designed to do, quietly, thoroughly, every single night, while you sleep under her protection without knowing it.
Number 4, she wakes you up for food exactly at the same time every night. 3:17 a.m. every night, without fail. Your cat has an internal clock that operates with a precision that would embarrass most alarm systems. Cats have a suprachiasmatic nucleus, the same biological clock mechanism that exists in humans, but theirs is calibrated specifically to hunting cycles. In the wild, prey is most active at specific windows. The body learns those windows and prepares for them automatically. You have accidentally trained her internal clock to expect food at a specific time, probably by feeding her at a consistent hour once or twice. Now her biology wakes her at that time every time with the same certainty that the sun will rise. She's not manipulating you. She's not being difficult. Her body has genuinely told her it is time. The fix is simple. An automatic feeder set to dispense at that window. She gets her meal, you keep your sleep. Everyone operates according to their biological programming.
Number 3. She watches things you cannot see. Her head turns, slowly, following something across the ceiling, something along the wall. Her eyes track it with absolute precision. Nothing is there. Before you spiral, this is almost always completely explainable. Cats see in a visual spectrum that extends beyond human perception. They detect motion at speeds the human eye cannot register. They hear frequencies from inside walls, from pipes, from the structural hum of a building that is completely inaudible to you. At 3 a.m., When your own senses have dulled with sleep, your cats are fully activated, and she is picking up on things that are genuinely present in the environment, even if you cannot perceive them. Insects, mice inside walls, air currents from vents, the ultrasonic hum of electronics, a moth on the ceiling you haven't noticed. She is not seeing ghosts. She is seeing everything, and you are simply not equipped to see what she sees.
Number 2, she sleeps on your head. Not beside you, not at your feet, on your actual head. Your head releases more heat than any other part of your body. To a cat who has spent thousands of years seeking the warmest possible sleeping spot, your head is a perfectly engineered heat source. Constant temperature, elevated from the mattress, surrounded by hair that functions from a cat's perspective almost identically to the warm fur of a familiar companion. There's an emotional layer too. Your breath carries your scent. Your scent is the most identifying marker your cat has for you, more reliable than your face, more constant than your voice. Sleeping on or near your head keeps that scent constant throughout the night. It is proximity to the specific smell of safety. Your cat is not being weird. She has identified the single best spot in the entire house and claimed it.
Number 1, she does nothing and just watches you sleep. No zoomies, no yowling, no knocking things over. She simply sits and watches for a long time. This is the behavior most owners find the strangest. It is actually the most significant. A cat at rest is a cat that is safe. A cat that chooses to spend her resting hours watching over you, when she could be anywhere in the house, when nothing is demanding her attention, is a cat that has decided you are the center of her world. In the wild, cats keep watch over what they value. They position themselves near what they cannot afford to lose. Your cat, sitting beside you at 3 a.m., completely still, completely alert, watching you breathe, is performing the oldest act of devotion in her species. She is standing guard. Not because she has to, because something in her decided, somewhere along the way, that you are worth protecting. She will never tell you this. She has no words for it. But she shows up every night at 3 a.m. and does it anyway.
If this video made you see your cat a little differently, share it. Subscribe for more, and next time your cat wakes you up at 3 a.m., remember what you learned here tonight.